Weekly Shonen Jump. This publication is home to many classics. It's been running for almost 56 years, and I'm sure you, like me, have at least one, if not many, of your favorite manga to come out of this particular magazine. Being at the top of a highly competitive industry is sure to have its benefits along with its fair share of challenges. I mean, it's no secret how harsh the weekly workload is for the creator, and we are all aware of the shonen acts looming behind every brand new series. I could imagine those taxing challenges paired with working closely with an editor can sometimes make for a rocky relationship. Editors play an important role in every manga though. They oversee the scheduling and production of the manga as well as assist the creator in numerous ways to help them execute on time. Depending on the series, its editor may or may not have much influence on the actual story itself, and a creator does not have to blindly follow what the editor suggests. That being said, the editor represents the publisher. With the aforementioned challenges of being serialized in Weekly Shonen Jump, I can see why some creators may lean towards following the guidance of their editor. Basically what I'm saying is, Weekly Shonen Jump is a publication that is aimed at teenage boys, so the magazine tends to have recurring tropes or story structure reflecting the demographic. The editor plays a vital role and may even play a big part in the storytelling aspect, but even if they don't, they will make sure the story fits within the magazine. They want it to be a Shonen Jump flavor story. All that being said, there's one aspect of shonen storytelling that is almost absolute, and that is, well, good guys always win in the end. I don't need to know what Oda is planning for the end of One Piece to tell you that the good guys will win. I don't see that ever changing either. If you are wondering why, I would point to their target demographic. Impressionable kids will be checking out Shonen Jump, and it makes sense they want to paint the picture of good always triumphing over the bad. The light gets rid of the dark. They want to nurture the youth by creating stories where the good guys look badass in a seemingly impossible to win scenario. At times, I think they even go a step further with this. To truly drive home their point that evil never wins, they often show the villains losing in a lame fashion. Not only do they get stopped by the good guy before getting their way, they also lose in either an embarrassing fashion or they break character, showing a different side to them. And of course, I came with examples. And I would also like to say that this isn't the case for every villain in Shonen Jump. There's exceptions to every rule. And if I had to give one solid example of what an exception would be, it would be Mureum from Hunter x Hunter. His conclusion is handled beautifully, and honestly, 90% of Togashi's villains are probably the same way. I don't know, maybe I'm just glazing the man, but the guy really knows how to write a villain arc. But I do have 8 solid examples of well-known big-name villains that went out pretty sad. To start, why not look at the golden boy of embarrassing conclusions, Light Yagami, Kira. I mean, he quite literally threw a temper tantrum when he got caught when he was bested by Nier, of course with the help of Mello. Honestly, he just had an embarrassing ending. His superiority complex, for him to go out that way, it was very fitting. And remember, I didn't say protagonist, I said bad guys. He is our protagonist, but he is a bad guy. Speaking of an embarrassing ending, and for someone with so much aura, Madara Uchiha got done in by Zetsu to bring back Kaguya Otsutsuki. For as long as he's been hyped up, he had one of the most impressive payoffs. So for him to go out this way, kinda hurt. I mean, his entrance in the series was impactful. He lived up to everything they said he was, and for him to go out in this fashion alone is enough to put him on this list. Just a heads up guys, there will be Demon Slayer spoilers in this section. I will put timestamps below if you want to skip it. Muzan from Demon Slayer. The form he lost in was embarrassing. I mean, for someone who talks so much shit and reigned as like the superior being of the series, he literally went out looking like a baby, crying, clinging to life. Next up we have Frieza, Space Hitler from Dragon Ball. Of course, he died on Namek, which was the longest, most hyped 5 minutes of my young life. He tried to sneak Goku as Goku was flying away, giving him one more chance to live. We know how that goes. He halved himself like a doofus. And then for him to come back and then die the very next time he sees another Saiyan, which was Trunks from the future, just went out bad. twice, back to back. Diavolo, Part 5 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now this poor bastard, every conceivable possible way, he's getting clapped. And he definitely goes out a bit sad. Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen. He got everything he deserved. As much as he pushed Yuji and what he took away from Yuji, then just for Yuji to tell him he's right and he's getting what he asked for. Mahito's mouth wrote a check his ass couldn't cash. Yuji let him know, I'm you. Sosuke Aizen. The reason why I put Aizen on here is mostly because when he lost to Ichigo, well, and he also got outsmarted by Kisuke, which we know that there's like a battle of intellect there. But composure is Aizen's thing, always having a plan, cool, calm, collected, stoic. He was bitching and whining towards the end. Definitely out of character for him. And he got turned into furniture, but he did regain some of his aura down the road in Thousand Year Blood War arc. As much as it pains me to put my GOAT on here, it's the truth. He's a villain and he lost. Ryomen Sukuna. He got turned into goo, jelly, almost kind of like a Starbucks pastry. Not one of the good ones. After Yuji deals the decisive blow, he gets turned into this little flesh pocket. But I will say, Sukuna, he's one of the few villains that after he lost, he can manage to change the way he views things or his ideals. It feels correct. It feels right. He's still my GOAT even though he went out sad. So those are the 8 solid examples, and really quick, like I'll just name some brief ones. Bui from Yu Yu Hakusho. I found a Togashi villain to throw in here, as well as Ugogen, who lost to a blonde twink who brought a shovel to a death battle, ended up burying him with it. And lastly, Katana Man from Chainsaw Man. Just the fact that he got kicked in the nuts by Aki and Denji a bunch. But I mean, that's really it. This is something that will always be in Shonen Jump. Villains are meant to look sad, go out sad, because they want to paint a picture for the youth that evil doesn't win. They don't get their way in the end. And even when they do win, they never get to laugh about it for very long before someone stops them. Crime doesn't pay. And when the good guys win, it may not be because of a crazy power-up. It may be because the power of friendship. They want to instill good values in the youth. They want to teach them that it's okay to lean on your friends, have a strong support group behind you. Or through hard work, you can reach new heights. These are all things that you want to recontextualize through your story to show the young kids that it pays to be a good guy, be a hero. This is something that I think is important to remember when we judge how a villain is concluded. Who am I kidding? It is hella fun to meme, especially when an ops villain dies pathetic. And there's always agenda, but of course remember the pendulum swings. Your GOAT could be the next one to have a pathetic death. And this could just be me running some Sukuna PR in the background. That'll do it for me. Thanks for staying for the whole video. Remember to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And stay normie, stay weeb. Shit even in between is fine. Until next time. Peace.